students, myself Dr. Bharti Patil. We have started our chapter related to number systems and logic gates, and we have covered the point related to number systems, and also we have covered few of the points related to logic gates also. In logic gates we have seen various types of logic gates such as AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, then NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, XNOR gate, etc. We have also come across the Boolean expressions. We know that we are dealing with the digital systems and we are dealing with the digital circuits. When we consider digital circuits, then logic gates plays an important role. So there is necessity to develop the logical expressions or the mathematical expressions which will be simplified in order to make the complex digital circuit to a simpler one, and hence there is a necessity to develop such type of mathematical expressions, and these expressions were developed by George Boole in 1854, and these are called as Boolean expressions. And in our today's lecture we are going to add more such logical expressions which are simplified one, and these were proposed by De Morgan's theorem, and they are also playing an important role in Boolean algebra. So in today's lecture we are going to see the De Morgan's theorem and their verification. There are two De Morgan's theorem. First De Morgan theorem states that the complement of product is equal to sum of complement, and second theorem states that the complement of sum is equal to product of complement. So in today's lecture we are going to cover De Morgan's theorems and their verification. So I will write here De Morgan's first theorem, and it states that product of complement complement of product is equal to sum of complements, and it can be expressed as, suppose there are two inputs A and B, then we have to take a complement of product. So A dot B represents the product of two inputs A and B and their complement. So I will put bar sign, that is it will represent the complement of product is equal to sum of complements. We have to take sum of complements of these two. So complement of A will become A bar and complement of B will be represented by B bar, B complement. So A complement plus B complement. This is our first De Morgan's theorem. So what is first De Morgan's theorem? Complement of product is equal to sum of complements, and we have considered two inputs as A and B. In order to verify De Morgan's first theorem, let's draw the circuit, logical circuit as shown in figure. So what I have taken, I have written here our first theorem, that is complement of product is equal to sum of complement, and we will verify this expression or with the help of these diagrams and also with logic table. So how to draw this diagram? Here I have taken A dot B. We know that we have learned the various types of logic gates, and in that we have covered the point related to AND gate. So A dot B is nothing but it represents output of the AND gate, or it represents AND gate. So I have drawn here AND gate. To this AND gate, there are two variables, input A and B, and output of AND gate is represented by A dot B. A dot B means here we have to take product. Suppose my variables are such that 0011, 1100, then at that time we have to add, suppose 1 plus 1. Here it is 1, it is 1. Then here output of the AND gate will come out as 1. So here the AND gate, output of AND gate. Now in order to take its inverse, I have attached here a NOT gate. This is AND gate. This is AND gate and this is a NOT gate. So NOT gate, what is the function of NOT gate? It will inverse this output. So A dot B will become complement of A dot B or the inverse of A dot B. So we have reached this point. We have covered this much. Now in order to show this, we have to take A and B. I have taken two inputs, A and B. Now I have to take A bar and B bar. A complement, B complement. In order to take its inverse, I have to introduce a NOT gate. So I have attached here NOT gate. So NOT gate's output will be inverse of input. So A will become A bar and B will become B bar. So complement of A and complement of B we have obtained. Now here we have to add. When we have to add, then that type of logic gate is nothing but the OR gate. In case of OR gate, what we are doing? We are adding the inputs. So at output, so output of an OR gate is represented by A plus B. So here we have to add the complement of A and complement of B. As we have to add it, so I have introduced here OR gate. This is OR gate. And now A plus B will be its output. So now we will draw this logic table. So in order to verify this De Morgan's first theorem, we will draw logic table, and this is the logic table which is representing the inputs and respective outputs. So here I have taken two inputs as A and B, and their various states are represented by, that is high, low, true, false, etc. We are representing with 0011, 0101. Then it means that I have given initially here 0, B also 0. After that I am going to give A as 0, B as 1, then A as 1, B as 0, and lastly A as 1 and B as 1, means both high, one of the input as low, one of the input as high, etc. Then we will have A dot B. What is A dot B? A dot B represents the output of AND gate. Output of AND gate is nothing but the product of two inputs. So we will have product of this A and B. We know that when we multiply 0 with 0, then output will become 0. When we multiply 0 with 1, then output will become 0. When we multiply 1 with 0, then output again will become 0. But when we multiply 1 with 1, then output will come out as 1. So this is the truth table for A dot B. Then next, that is AND operation. Then next we have to find out the A bar A complement and B complement. These are the intermediate values which are required to verify this theorem. So A complement and B complement. How to get A complement and B complement? When we add a NOT gate, then NOT gate's operation is such that it will invert the input. So it will invert the input. So A is 0. So A bar becomes 1. Here A is 0. So A bar will become 1. A is 1. So it will invert. So it becomes 0. Now A is 1. So A bar will become 0. This will be the values of A bar. Then how to find out B bar? Similarly, we have to invert the values of B in order to get complement of B. So 0 is here. So here becomes 1. Here 1 is here. So it will become 0. Here 0 is there. So it will become 1. Here 1 is there. So it will become 0. Now, the last column will represent the outputs. So we have drawn here two circuits, here logic circuits, and output of first circuit is given by complement of A and B's product. So complement of A dot B, and second output is given as sum of the respective complements. So sum of the complement of A and complement of B. Now let's find these two values. So complement of A dot B. A dot B value we have found. Now we have to take its complement. It means that we have to introduce NOT operation. When we introduce a NOT operation, we have to invert these values. So 0 becomes 1 and 1 will become 0. So here 0 is there, so it will become 1. 0 is there, so it will become 1. 0 is there, it will become 1. And 1 is there, so it will become 0. This is the value of A dot B bar, or the complement of A dot B. Now let's find the value of sum of the complements. So in order to take sum of the complements, we have the value of A bar, we have the value of complement of B, and we have to add them. When we add them, it means that we are performing OR operation. So adding, so we know that 1 plus 1 will become in logic state 1. When we add 1 to 0, it also gives us logic 1 state. Then 0 plus 1 will also give us logic 1 state. But 0 plus 0 will give us 0 state. Now we have to look at the outputs in these two respective columns. And these two respective columns are nothing but the outputs of our logic circuits. So if we compare these two values, then these two values are similar. It means that we have reached to the conclusion that the complement of product is equal to sum of the complement, and this is nothing but complement of product is equal to sum of the complements, and this is our first De Morgan's theorem. Thank you.